Hello there, ringside crew.
Hello there, ringside crew.
Hey dudes at ringside crew, this is Davian.
Hey, it's Jenny Santana here.
This is Elsie.
This is the Savage Juggernaut, Tamaku.
Inside Ring!
This is Thomas D. Bruff.
This is Billy Starks.
Mr. Chad Epic.
Megan Mason.
Hey everybody, Scotland's own Brody Adler.
The headliner in charge, Marco Mania.
This is your girl, Charisma.
Papa Dink, Brendan Dicker. This is According to Woods.
Savannah Summers.
I'm Shorty.
Casper inside.
You are watching
The internationally known
Dudes at Ringside podcast, hosted by Metal Geek and Joe the Panther Jr.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome to another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Joe the Panther the Third, and now from the top of Metal Mountain, all the way down to all 50 states and the globe, it's the Happy Heel himself, the Metal Geek.
What's going on, Ringside crew? What's going on, internationally known? What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Joe? How's it going today?
Not too much, not too much. How you doing, man?
Good. Ready for the guest?
Oh, yes. And by the way, happy birthday to the late, great Brandon Lee. Let's give a war. Dudes at Ringside welcome back to our friend and yours, Bashley Bones.
What's going on, Bashley?
Hello.
How's it going?
Good.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, what have you been up to since the last time we all hung out?
Just lots of wrestling, training, working, trying to work around all of that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Always good to hear that our past guests are out and doing matches and training and keeping themselves together with everything and stuff like that. And we're just happy to see what you're doing right now, Ashley. It's so cool.
I'm actually really excited about training getting started again because there just hasn't really been anything in my area for a little bit. And there is a great facility that opened up in Hendersonville, which it's about an hour from me, but I'm really excited about it. One of my original coaches is there. It's going to be a good time.
It's awesome.
You're also a champion now, so, you know?
Yeah, I am. I've got to defend that championship here coming up pretty soon in March, though.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
As I told Geek, when you sent the picture, Ashley, I messaged Geek and I sent it to him. I said, Geek, add because we're the internationally known home of champions. And I'm like, Geek, add it to the wall. Got to add it to another belt, another women's championship to the wall.
The wall might crash and fall over.
We have too many. All these guests have the titles. My dad. Last year, my dad would see the pictures of the guests and all the titles, and he goes, "You guys ever have anybody that's not a champion?"
Sometimes they come around.
they come around, but hey, champions.
Maybe they start out not a champion, and then they come on the podcast, and then.
That's another thing right there. Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know what's funny, Ashley?
Like a good luck charm.
You say that, and it's so funny because recently, I don't know if you saw the post from yesterday. We had a female wrestler from England named Annabelle.
Oh, I did.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She won her first title. I was super stoked, and it's funny. We didn't get it from her. Geeks said
we're getting the request box. Actually.
And I'm like, what the heck's this? And I opened it and pushed the button. It was from her dad.
Oh.
Her dad sent us the picture. I was like,
cool. Yeah, I really liked her gimmick. Good. I think I ended up following her.
Yeah. It made me feel good.
Like the Annabelle doll. It's a good gimmick. I like it.
Yeah, it's a great gimmick, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if in America she'd be able to do it with the that's our guest that's coming up. She's from Russia, right? Am I right? Yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, but anyway, like you were saying, Joe, about the gimmick.
Yeah, I wonder if she'd be able to do that in America, or would they say that that's copyrighted? The name Annabelle,
I mean, the name shouldn't be.
That's somebody's name.
I mean, there's so many wrestlers who use a name of another like one or the other, like first or last name.
Yeah.
Like maybe she might have to add like a name so that I don't know, but
yeah, that's true because you know why? Because how many wrestlers have used the psycho gimmick in the past? And I was like, that's my gimmick right there. I'm like,
there's one that we've been talking to Ashley from Italy. I'll have to send you her Instagram later. Her Instagram is her character is like a psycho, and the way she speaks Italian, so it's like she's doing the speech thing and she's squeezing roses in her hand and there's like blood. I don't know, it must be fake blood, but it's like on my okay, we have to have her on the podcast. just scary, and she wants to pre-tape it, so I'm like, we can air this around Halloween.
That's perfect right there.
That's perfect. The director in my head was like, got it. Yeah.
So what have been some of your favorite gimmicks like growing up, you say? Speaking on that.
Like as far as wrestlers, I really liked.
Like WWE and stuff like that.
I mean, definitely Undertaker. Like Tatanka was one. It always just got me going. Like, he came out and did the whole dance and the headdress, and that one was great.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think the Undertaker would like that gimmick would not go over well today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of changed here and there though too, like he had different kind of styles as he went.
Yeah. Like what I mean by that is
like Dead Man, I think that was the one I really liked.
Yeah, what I mean by that is like, I mean, if somebody would to do the Undertaker's gimmick today, I don't think anybody could ever replicate that.
Oh, well, no, of course not.
It's like Bray Wyatt, for example, is another example, Joe, right?
Right? I don't think that they could do, me and Geek were actually discussing this like a few weeks ago, that the Undertaker's gimmick nowadays, they would make it so wishy-washy or make it so CGI, even though back in those days, the Undertaker's fireworks were like, the lightning bolts were like, weren't they like fake lightning bolts and they just exploded things on the set? I can't remember. The Attitude Era, he had like a fake lightning bolt that would hit the set.
Yeah, I don't remember if they actually hit anything. Like I remember like little explosions. But...
Yeah,
look that up now.
Yeah, I all I think is if they would make it more like Night of the Living Dead ish. The whole gimmick of the Undertaker, he'd be like bloody, and his eyes would have like blood coming out of it.
I must say, for like gimmicks, like right now, that's really fun. I really love like Danhausen.
Danhausen's awesome,
and he just got signed with AEW, and. Like, it just cracks me up. Like, I love, like, how, like, he always has, like, that face, Like, how do you always get, the same face in all your pictures? Like, it's great.
Now, how does he do it? Like this?
He's like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that guy's like.
Yeah, I like it. It's fun. And then he's like, very nice, very evil.
Yeah. His whole gimmick is like, he's like, I'm very evil, very elite.
Yeah, very nice, very evil.
He didn't sign with AEW. Would
everything's housing too. Like he took pictures with CM Punk, and he was like,
CM Punkhausen.
Me and Punkhausen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, it's something else. They have a certain gimmick that everybody just falls in line. And like some gimmicks are like, yeah, this gimmick's gonna go over like a fart in church.
And then sometimes you're like, okay, this is never gonna work. Like this is just silly. And then you've got, you end up with Danhausen, and he's great.
And that makeup.
One gimmick I thought was ever gonna go over well. I still don't get it to this day. He was Orange Cassidy.
Really?
I never got Orange Cassidy. Never got the whole gimmick with the hands in the pockets. I'm like,
See, it's so just original, and the things he can do with his hands in his pocket, it's just crazy.
Drop people. That's all
I'm like, I can't do that with my hands, like
he fall down.
like
normal people.
I just think he's like Mr. like chill, Mr. Cool with the hands in the pockets,
And even stuff on the top rope. To be honest, I would love to see him doing moonsaults with his hands in his pockets. I bet he could pull that off.
I don't know if I've seen him. I don't know about any moonsaults, but he's done some crazy stuff.
Yeah. He does some dives with his hands in his pockets. I mean, yeah.
Another gimmick, though, this one, though, I don't get. I just saw this. It was a girl in NXT, and she wears like a onesie pajama and slippers.
Oh, yeah. What's her name? The Asian girl.
I don't know. That one, I'm not feeling it.
They fell off the boat with that one. It's kind of cool. Like,
I'm just like, are they running out of, gimmicks and storylines? Like, what's the one in her PJs?
Yes, let's just send a
Like
poor girl
little
out
kid
there.
PJs.
Yeah, and it's also Florida.
Don't get me wrong. When I get home and I'm done adulting, I put on my onesie and my unicorn slippers, but I don't really want to wrestle in it.
No, it's too hot. You can't breathe in it. Like, I have a onesie. I think I have Ren. I have from Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go wrestle my sister in my onesie. I'll sweat it all off. I saw your onesie. You have what's that? Oh my god, it's a big gas station they have in the south.
Buc-ee's, yeah.
Buc-ee's.
Did you know? I saw that.
I got that for Christmas.
I saw that onesie and the onesie you were wearing, and then like it was like weird, like when you talk about something in front of the TV, Bashley, and then you're near your computer, and then it pops up on Google. I saw the onesie, said it to Geek, I think, or I said it to somebody, and then I'm watching CBS on a Sunday, and there it is. They're talking about Buc-ee's. I'm like,
yep.
They're watching you, Joe. They're watching you.
Yes,
is what they're doing.
Buc-ee's needs to move close to me. Buc-ee's, if you're watching this, please move one near me. We're moving to Long Island. Buc-ee's.
So I think the closest one to me actually is down in Alabama.
We were just talking about Buc-ee's earlier today. Me and my dad, we were just talking about it. Like,
so have you ever been in one?
I swear, I was talking about it. I was like, it came on my.
It's crazy. Like,
page.
You can literally like get anything you need at Buc-ee's.
Anything. It's like ridiculous. It's like
they have brisket. I saw they have fresh cut brisket, and they give you samples. I'm like, oh my god, I'd be so fat.
So you can get like brisket tacos. You can make a burrito with it. You can make a sandwich, like breakfast burrito, whatever you want.
And they have everything Buc-ee's. They have pajamas, they have t-shirts, they have hats, they have everything with Buc-ee on it. It's so funny.
And they have so much different flavored beef jerky.
Yeah.
Different flavored, like every flavor you can think of.
And their bathrooms are humongous.
Mm-hmm.
They're big. They're like, it looks like a hotel.
And there's like gas pumps for days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Tennessee needs some Buc-ee's.
Or goes, Buc-ee's is lit. Toys, food, showers. They've got everything you need.
Everything. And by the way, welcome back, Marauder.
Welcome back to the show, buddy.
Marauder comes back for Bashley Bones. That's great. You're welcome. We brought our friend back. Yay.
The good luck right there.
Of course, you got to bring some luck when you're Bashley Bones.
But yeah, Buc-ee's also makes their own fudge as well.
Oh, yep. That's the other thing they talked about, the fudge.
Mm-hmm.
They have good beef jerky.
Yeah.
Like, they talked about how it started out in like this small location, and they just spread it out. Like it just became like this big world west, like in the south.
They need to bring them to Tennessee now.
Hear that?
They need to bring them to Long Island.
I think
a little bit more South Florida. A little bit more south.
Like, we don't have any Sheets in Tennessee, too. Like, why? I don't get it. Like, it's another great gas station.
You need Sheets. I went to Sheets with my parents to go see my grandmother, but it was snowing, so we couldn't. So we went to get the glasses, and I got myself a BLT with avocado on it with the rest of the stuff. It was so good. Even though I'm stupid, I should have got a bigger size, the 10. I got like the smaller Hero. I was like,
yeah, we don't have anything good like that. And it's like I'll get done from like a wrestling show and it's 11 at night. Everything's closed. So it's like you have McDonald's, which I'm not a fan of, or gas station food,
Yep.
I'm like, where are the sheets? I need some good gas station food.
They have some like it's hard to find a good gas station these days that has like food. You're not like,
and late night too, like they don't even have any food cooking, and I'm like, okay, nothing is open. Like, where can we eat?
Yeah,
That's
no
like
diners are open.
That's kind of like me when I'm working. Like, for example, I work so early, so by the time I'm going on my lunch break, it's 11 o'clock. The pizza places are not open yet. So it's like,
You're like Homer Simpson. Let me in. Let me in.
Yeah, I really miss like 24-hour like good fast food places,
Yeah.
Man.
Where I live, they have a lot of like there's Sheets. There's a Sheets over closer to the other side of PA. We just got a Wawa here. Wawas.
See, I wasn't a huge fan. Like, people go on about it, but I mean, they messed up mac and cheese, and that's hard to do.
What?
Yeah, like I got mac and cheese from Wawa, and it was horrible. I couldn't even eat it.
No way.
They opened up Tim Hortons by us.
Tim Hortons is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anything like that here in Tennessee. Like,
they got rid of the Krispy Kreme by us a long time ago.
Yeah. I feel the same way about them Krispy Kreme, Bashley. I feel that like I
Dunkin too, though.
Yeah,
they're just not good donuts.
Yeah, I got a nasty stomach ache from their donuts. That the weird sugar. I think it was the sugar.
Yeah, way too much sugar.
I was like, oh.
It's like you eat it and you're all, my teeth hurt.
I felt like that little kid in the meme that eats the cotton candy. He's like,
yeah, seriously.
Like the little girl. I look like the girl like.
They actually sell them in the supermarket, Krispy Kreme, but they're not the same.
Yeah. I take care of a lady and an older lady, and she likes her Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yeah.
Like me, we have Dunkin Donuts in my town, and I'm like, do I really want to have a stomach ache later because I ate this donut? I'll go to the gas station. It's Turkey Hill.
I swear, gas station donuts are so much better. Like, they're fluffier and less sugary, and they taste fresher.
Yeah.
One good place is to have as a good coffee is 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
That's why one thing I miss about living on Long Island, Bashley. On Long Island, you can go to walk like 5 minutes, and you go to 7-Eleven. You get yourself a donut. You get yourself a cup of coffee, and like if you want to get extra stuff like bacon and eggs, there we go.
We just got a 7-Eleven, like in Clarksville. Which I think it's our first one. I know there's one or two in Nashville, but yeah, I haven't been over there yet to try it.
The most important thing about 7-Eleven you have to remember, because as I'm a former Long Island guy and Geek lives on Long Island, the Slurpees are heaven.
See, they were as a kid, but like now I don't do like a lot of sugar, no food coloring, so I don't know. I'm not sure if they'd have one that would even appeal to me.
I always do this. I put like the cherry. I open the thing for cherry and like let the liquid come out, and then I fill the rest of it with Coke.
Oh yeah.
And then I stop and I put the what's that? The coconut one on top. The one that everybody likes. Yeah.
I've done the Coke and cherry before. That was a favorite of mine as a kid.
Joe, one place that I gotta take you if you're ever in Florida, you gotta go to Rocco's Tacos.
You mentioned that. Rocco's Tacos.
Rocco's Tacos. I think they had one in New York. I don't know if it's still open, but Rocco's Tacos is good tacos. They make good guacamole and chips.
Normally everywhere guacamole is extra, and that kind of makes me sad sometimes.
This guacamole is good though. It's worth
it. It's like, I want guac. That's extra, sir. Son of a... Don't you know who I am?
Yeah, it's usually like $1 extra.
Yeah, it's $1 extra. You're like,
yeah, I go to Moe's and I'm like, yeah.
They had to charge you for the whole avocado.
Yeah, that poor avocado had to get sliced because of you wanting one little piece, a little cup of guacamole. So, Ashley, have you ever thought of coming up to the East Coast to wrestle yet?
I mean, I would, but it's kind of, you've got to find a promotion who will really pay you to get out there, like fly you and pay a room and all of that. And
Yes, and all that stuff, whatever it is, hotels,
That's
right?
true.
yeah, usually the moment like a promotion, they'll contact you and they'll be like, what would it take to get you here? And I'll usually be like, flight, a room, and then give them my fee, and then it's like, don't really hear from them again.
It's like,
sorry, that's it.
I literally had one who like wanted us to just drive out there like 22 hours.
What?
Yeah, like she's like, well, you could carpool with people, get some other girls. Okay, but still, it's like, that's a 22-hour round trip drive. Like,
jeez,
it's just, it doesn't sound like fun to me.
No, that's not. That's not
like, I'm all for road trips and, being in Indiana one night and Kentucky the next and Tennessee the next day. But I don't know about 22 hour round trip to a promotion I've never been. So then it's like, if I was to do something like that, it's like, I think I'm going to need half my pay at least up front to make sure they're good for it. Because, not everybody is good for it.
Exactly, especially some promoters out there could be some sleazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
I think it's like,
I've had a couple.
Yeah.
They could say, "Oh yeah, I got you. Don't worry, I got you." And then, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I never
had another promotion. I was supposed to go to Texas, and like literally it was like 5 days before, and I still don't have a plane ticket. I still haven't seen like, my room info. So then I'm like, well, at this point you can count me out because I do not want to be making last minute plans.
Exactly,
Yeah. And then I saw the show from that one. I won't name any names or anything, but the show looked pretty rough, and I think it was in my favor that it didn't work out.
Yeah, because you don't want to like put yourself in a situation like to go to be a part of a show, and the show is a straight dumpster fire. And then the fans think it's because of you, and you're like, I didn't do that.
It's one thing too, like some of the promotions like I work for are just very small little indie promotions in tiny little towns. But now if you're going to have a promotion that you're telling me is televised and, it's benefiting something and there's all this stuff going on during it, I don't want to see 20 people there, like I'm just like, what did you do?
Yeah.
Where did you promote this?
Yeah. There's a promotion that me and Geek when I come to Long Island, we went to one show last July called Victory Pro Wrestling. They have been gangbusters lately, right, Geek?
I don't think I've been to a show where it's been a bad show.
Every seat was sold out.
That's awesome.
How
many people?
How many people?
It's not a lot of people, but it's still
a couple hundred or
maybe 50, 100, something like
50
that.
to 100. Yeah. It's like in a sports complex. They use like the football field.
Yeah, they use the soccer field, but they don't have the whole soccer field.
Yeah,
it's like 3 rows, and basically, if the soccer field's huge, so they can't put people all the way in the back. They could probably sell out the whole back though. But they don't.
Then you can't really.
They can't really, because if they do that,
it's not like going to pay like for like, nosebleed seats for WWE.
Exactly.
Like
they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So
they have the merch tables in the back too. So
yeah.
So, but yeah, they have a pretty good setup on how they do their shows, and then every single show, it's like the first day, it's usually sold out. By the first day, as soon as tickets go on sale for the show. So
That's
they
awesome.
do a pretty good job at selling.
Yeah,
tickets.
like another thing with them, like they have lots of good characters in Victory Pro that are like characters that are really good for the fans. Like Johnny Collins is like this arrogant wrestler. His character's like
he's a pretty boy. He's a pretty
boy from the Hamptons. New York, and he's like arrogant and stuff like that. There's even Stevens that are like they dress exactly like each other. They were like, what do they call those sweaters?
They wore vests. They wore sweater vests.
Sweater vests.
Yes,
nice.
sweater vests. Sweatos, as I would say, sweaters.
And they wear sweater vests, and they basically they basically match each other. Like during the Christmas show, they actually had the same sweater vest that said they had the gingerbread on them and said, "Oh snap." It was actually pretty funny.
They have a good variety of wrestlers in that promotion. There's a lot of people that are getting very like interested. Like Geek bought these tickets last year, and
like Phil's another one.
Phil Cardigan, he's a coffee guy. He like dances and he drinks coffee.
I like it.
It's so funny.
It's like Popeye when he has the he like the Hulk up thing. He has to drink the coffee to Hulk up and get the crowd into it. So, nice. But it's a
really good promotion. Like if you're ever on the East Coast for some reason for a show or somebody pays you to come out, you should
definitely need to, right?
Yeah, we would.
Send me a plane ticket.
If I could
get her a plane ticket, Joe. There you go.
No, if you're on like
some of these East Coast promotions, send me a plane ticket.
There we go. I'm gonna get that message on Twitter again.
Bring my roller skates.
Oh geez, I'll buy you new roller skates. Bash, I'll buy you some roller skates.
I don't need new roller skates. I need plane tickets.
Okay. What's rocket power?
Joe's like, oh,
I got too many pairs of roller skates already.
That's a song I could have used.
Wheels for days.
Yeah.
Joe's like, oh, great.
I could have used that song. I got the new roller skates. Is your song?
Right? That would have worked.
Yeah, but I like the song I chose. You told me to use. I was like, I'll use Juicy. Yeah. What else?
Yeah. I was gonna say you're gonna get Joe in trouble now because the whole thing because
yeah, that happened to me. I'm not gonna say who, but like they were like, I suggested somebody from somewhere. I forgot what state they're from, and they were like, "So you're gonna help them pay, right?" And I'm like, I took a screenshot of the picture, sent it to Geek. I was like, "What are we doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What are we doing?"
Well, Joe has the money; he can afford it.
Oh, thanks. Working in a grocery
Joe Moneybags.
Yeah, Joe's gonna get. Don't worry, Joe's gonna get you booked on the East Coast. It's okay. And mark my words. That's what Joe says. He's gonna get you booked on the East Coast.
Okay.
I spread the word by telling people about wrestlers. Like in June, I'll be spreading your name through all the indie promotions that we're having on the podcast. So if any of the promotions call you, you're welcome.
I'll be waiting.
A lot of good ones. GCW, not the hardcore one. It's their logo.
Generation Championship Wrestling.
Generation Championship. You've heard of Generation?
Mm-hmm.
We have Generation. We got Women of Hardcore. We got some bangers coming up. Wrong calendar.
All right. Is there a way people could find you or?
For me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I have a Facebook page. It's Bashley Bones.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is Bashley110, or I could give my email.
Yeah.
You can find that on our Facebook, right?
Yes, I find that on Facebook or Insta.
Yeah.
So, anything else, Geekin?
Yeah. Do you have any upcoming shows or?
There you go.
I do. I have a couple shows in March that I'm excited about. One of them, I'll be defending my championship belt.
All right.
That's at MSWA on March 5th down in Rockwood, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have another one that's going to be a ladies' night with Refocused Wrestling. And that one is in Evansville, Indiana. I believe it's March 18th. It's a Friday.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ladies that are going to be on that show.
That's always cool to know there's a lot of good female wrestlers on a roster. Because a lot of them don't get respect in wrestling, and I think they need it. Women's wrestling really needs it. You know?
All right. We want to thank you so much for coming back on our podcast, by the way.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. And this is Joe Panther the Third and
Metal Geek
and
Bashley.
And we will see you in the next one.